home, the host nation, their own stadium, their own fans. And Australia just walked in and made it look easy. 2-0. USA didn't deserve a single point. Welcome back to World Goals. Today we're unpacking the collapse nobody saw coming, how it fell apart before halftime, the stat that exposes USA completely, and what this means for their tournament survival. Let's set the scene. Lumen Field, Seattle. USA at home, in front of their own crowd in a tournament they spent years lobbying to host. The expectation wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A performance that told the world America belongs on this stage. Instead, they got Cameron Burgess, 11 minutes, a center back, scoring, against the hosts, on their own turf. That goal wasn't just a goal, it was a signal. Australia had come here with a plan, and USA had no answer to it. The crowd went quiet. The team looked rattled. And here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud. USA didn't grow into the game after going behind. They didn't find a gear. They looked exactly like a side that didn't believe they could win. And then, just before the break, Alex Freeman made it 2. 43 minutes. Game essentially over at halftime. At home. At a World Cup. That's not bad luck. That's a structural problem. And the numbers make it even more damning. Here's the number that should have every USMNT fan genuinely worried. Shots on target, 2 each. USA and Australia level, 2 apiece. The host nation, in front of a sold-out home crowd with everything to play for, couldn't generate more danger than the team that just beat them 2-0. Think about what that means. Australia scored twice from their 2 shots on target. USA scored 0 from theirs. That's clinical finishing from the Socceroos. But it's also a complete failure of execution from America. And this is the deeper issue. USA have always had the athletic profile, the physical presence, the home advantage. What they've consistently lacked is the cold-blooded quality to actually put the ball in the net when it matters. Australia didn't dominate this game in any obvious statistical sense. They didn't need to. They were organized. They were compact. They punished USA's mistakes with ruthless precision. And that is exactly the kind of football that exposes you at a World Cup. But here's the part that should really worry the American camp going forward. And it's not the goals they conceded. USA came into this tournament as the feel-good story of World Cup 2026. The hosts, the rising program, the young, hungry team on home soil. The narrative was written for them. And in 43 minutes, Australia tore it up. This result doesn't just hurt the points tally, it fractures the entire foundation of belief that this squad was building. Lose your second group game and you're staring at elimination from a World Cup you're hosting. The pressure that creates is immense. These are young players. Some of them have never felt anything like this before. That psychological weight is real, and it matters. Australia, on the other hand, look like a genuine threat in this group now. Organized, direct, clinical, in front of goal. They've sent a message to everyone watching. The Socceroos aren't here to make up the numbers. USA needed this to be their moment. Instead, it's a crisis, and the clock is ticking. So here's the debate. Can USA actually recover from this, or is their World Cup already slipping away on home soil? Drop your prediction in the comments, share this with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe to World Goals for daily World Cup 2026 analysis.